Joss pulled into Ray's Auto Emporium, his old sedan wheezing its last breath. The place was desolate, its neon open 24/7 sign buzzing faintly under the flickering fluorescent lights. Rows of gleaming cars stretched into the shadows, their windows reflecting the pale glow of the lot. A man emerged from the office. He was tall, gaunt, and with a thin smile that seemed to stretch too wide. "Looking for an upgrade?" he asked, his voice smooth as oil. "Yeah," Joss replied. "Something reliable. This car's on its last legs." The man nodded, leading Joss through the rows of vehicles. The cars were pristine, yet something about them felt off. Their paint gleamed too perfectly, their windows too dark, concealing whatever was inside. "This one," the man said, gesturing to a sleek black sedan. "Top of the line, practically new, runs like a dream." Joss peered inside. The seats were immaculate, the dashboard gleaming. He hesitated. "How much?" The man smiled again. "We'll take your old car as full payment." Joss raised an eyebrow. "That junker? Seriously?" "Seriously," the man replied, his eyes gleaming. It was too good to pass up. They signed the paperwork, and Joss drove off in his new ride, the engine purring like a contented beast. As he merged onto the highway, the car seemed to come alive beneath him, responding effortlessly to every turn. But then, the radio crackled to life, though he hadn't turned it on. "Thank you for your trade," a voice whispered. Joss glanced at the console, his stomach tightening. The screen displayed a live video feed of a car lot, his old sedan sitting in the same spot he had left it. But something moved inside. A shadow shifted in the driver's seat. The wheel jerked suddenly, pulling Joss onto the left lane. He gripped it tightly, but it wouldn't budge. The car accelerated faster and faster as the voice from the radio laughed softly. Panicking, Joss tried to brake, but the paddle was stiff. The car wouldn't stop. Ahead, the highway stretched into darkness, the faint outline of a tunnel looming. As he entered the tunnel, the radio voice returned, louder now. "The deal is done. Enjoy the ride." Joss screamed, but the sound was swallowed by the hum of the engine. The last thing he saw was the tunnel closing behind him, the world beyond disappearing as the car sped into endless blackness. Back at the dealership, the tall man smiled as another customer pulled into the lot, eyeing the vehicles with hope. A faint, muffled scream echoed from one of the cars, but the man paid it no mind. "Looking for an upgrade?" he asked, his smile stretching wide.